Good day, everyone. This is a bright, shiny Saturday afternoon in Nigeria. Here, I don't know what time is it in your country. Is it in the morning, or are you in the afternoon like me, or you're already approaching the night? Depends on where you're watching from. I say welcome again to Microsoft TV, and this is your chosen specialist. If you are choosing one and you are kind of thinking of how is my life like, why am I like this, why am I different, why am I awkward, I can't really be like every other person. I can't vibe. That's the word they use now, say vibe. I can't vibe with others. Okay, so that's what makes you unique. Okay, that's the special thing about you. You can't vibe with others, right? You can't vibe with others. You can't do what others are doing, isn't it? That is what makes you unique. That is what makes you who you are, because you cannot vibe like others. I get it. So as a chosen one, you don't need to be worried. Okay, you don't need to start thinking, "Am I less of a human?" Because you are not regular. You are not a regular person. I like to use cars a lot because maybe because I love cars. So I'm here for you, a chosen one. I'm here. Don't worry. If you just have any, if you think that you're kind of strange, like you don't understand yourself, you don't know why your life is like this, I'm here for you. This is just we are just taking off. Okay, just like a plane that is flying, a plane that is going to fly for 24 hours. We are just starting. We are just hitting up on this station. So all you need to do is that just come to the station when you're free. Come to the station, to this channel. Okay, Microsoft TV. Just come, watch all my videos. Comment, leave your questions. I will take time to go through it. If I'm not checking, someone else will be checking. I have a friend that helps me to check comments, and if there's a particular comment that he said, "Mike, you need to answer these questions very fast," I will answer your question. Okay, so don't be scared. I'm here. I'm your chosen specialist. All right. So now the question is this: why are the chosen ones hated? I'm so sorry to use that word. I'm so sorry. Why are they disliked? Why are the chosen ones disliked? Why are the chosen ones disliked? Why are they not um, uh, um, just just at the first sight? Some people just dislike them. Why also at the first sight some people just love them? So what is the difference between these people that are disliking them and these people that are loving them? At just the same person comes into an environment, a few set of people are liking him or her, why the larger set of people are not, like they don't even want to, they are looking for a way to just make her leave or cause trouble for her, or do you get it? So the question is this: it's not about you, the chosen one. Okay, it's not about you. Like, if you are thinking, if at every teaching I'll be starting with this, I'll have to encourage you first. Never ever think you are less of a human, and never think that you are higher than other humans. Okay, because that would be pride. But the truth is, if God should open your eyes to see who you are, you'll be scared of your own self. If God should open your eye, when God opens your eyes, it's called when you get to the point of self realization, when you get to of self awareness, when you get to the point of self awareness. I'm going to teach about self awareness, okay, and how different people became aware of who they are in the Bible. Somewhere they're still babies, like okay, no, whenever the topic comes up like that, through inspiration, I'll just write down self awareness, a point where you get to a point of self awareness. Okay, like Samuel got his self awareness when he was still a baby. I can say he was a very fortunate guy, because some they get their self awareness in their late 20s, some late 30s, some late 40s, some late 50s. Even some become aware of who they are even at old age. And imagine what you can do at that age again. You get it? When I say old age, I mean at the age of 80. As at 90, as at 89, Sarah was still doubting God. She was still laughing. You get it? Sarah was still laughing. Abraham was telling him that you're going to have a baby next year, that I just met 3 angels. Sarah laughed. And, you know, he didn't laugh in front of Abraham. It was when Abraham came outside to meet the angels, the three angels that came. They were telling Abraham that Sarah was laughing inside the house. Abraham asked, "Did you laugh?" He said, "No, I didn't laugh." She denied it. So that was a woman that was already 89, and she was going to have a baby at the age of 90, which is the following year. She laughed. So some people don't even get to who they are. They don't get to know who they are until they get to old age. And my prayer is that we should discover our work. We should discover who we are before we hit old age. While we are still very young, while we are still very agile and strong, let's at least from the age of self understanding, that like from the age of 10, 11 till like maybe at late 30s, you should know who you are, so that you'll be able to achieve a lot before your body can no longer take you to where your heart really wants to go, because your body is now weak. You get it? And God will now have to use someone else to fulfill that purpose that you are supposed to fulfill. So that is why our prayer as a chosen one is that we should, everybody, not even the called, everybody, our prayer is that God should help us to know who we are before we get to the age where we can no longer do much again. That is it. That should be our prayer every day. God, reveal to me my work, reveal to me my assignment, reveal to me what I'm supposed to do before I become too weak to do it. Because when Sarah laughed, as from the human perspective, we can understand that a woman of 89, no longer menopause, where is the strength to even take care of a baby? So she laughed from the human perspective, but to God all things are possible. You get it? So to God all things are possible. So even Zechariah laughed. I mean, he doubted God, and God said, "Okay." The angel said, "Okay, because you doubted me, I said you're going to have a son, because your wife is barren. So you're going to have a son. Because you doubted me, you won't talk. You are going to be mute. You are going to be dumb before this baby is born." And it was the day of the baby's naming ceremony. While he was about to write down the name of the child, the father, that was where he spoke, and he said, "John." You get it? So even at that age, some people are still doubting. They still doubting the stand they have with God. So, and that doubt alone can really make God to feel bad. You get it? Because God says He can do all things, and He said He has given you power to do all things. So, doubting is a sign of lack of faith. Okay, doubting is a sign of lack of faith. So, we should not allow ourselves to fall into that that doubting stuff, right? Okay, now that is just establishing. I like to establish foundation in all my teaching, because when this foundation is established, by the time I make a statement, you can understand it from the foundation. That's the essence of the foundation, because teaching the chosen ones is not just something that you just jump on. Okay, I didn't just start this teaching. I didn't just say, okay, let me just create a channel and start teaching. No. In fact, if you look back to my previous videos when I started, they were about comedies and play, and you get it. But with time, everything started aligning, and the vision became clearer and clearer. So, if you are going to be seeing anything like skits or dramas on this channel, it will also be related to the chosen one. Or we can as well just create Microsagi Productions, which is the name of the umbrella company. Microsagi TV being underneath it, Microsagi Productions can create, maybe build a different channel just basically for movies on chosen ones, so that by the time you watch them and you listen to this teaching here, you get to understand who you are, and it will help to build your faith in God and make you to understand who you are personally. Okay, so I want to start from the 10th minute. I was trying to use about 5 to 10 minutes to create my foundation. One of the reasons why the chosen ones are disliked is because they bring light. So this is a part of the teaching. It's just like summary of the first one, or the first part. They bring light to a community. And what is light? Light is knowledge. Light is power. So Jesus Christ was light, and is still light. Okay? They bring light from the throne. They are offshoots. You've heard this a million times in my channel. These ones are the legs and hands of the Holy Spirit, the legs and hands of God on this earth. Right? So, there's no darkness person that will see a chosen one and will feel comfortable. Never. Never. That person has to be a person of light. And if a darkness person is comfortable around the chosen one, there's one thing you should know, that that person is not meant for darkness. He's dead because of circumstances. Maybe the parents were into darkness activities and they put him there, or circumstances put him there. So people that are spiritually deep in in darkness activities, in evil things, in things that are not godly, when they see a chosen one, they automatically, that spirit tells them, no, this guy cannot stay here. Remember, Jesus Christ crossed the water while he was entering, is it not Gagarene or something? While he was entering that village, two men, whether a man or two men that were possessed by demons, they told Jesus Christ, they came to Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ healed the person. Why he was coming to Jesus, he wanted to charge at Jesus. He was saying, Son of God, don't come near me. Do you get it? You came to torment me. The disciples are walking with Jesus, right? How come they are not feeling the fire that he was carrying? Have you ever asked yourself, how come the disciples that are with him constantly, they eat with him, they drink with him, how come they were not feeling the fire? How come the fire is fed by someone? Can you see the analogy there? How come the fire is felt by another person that has not known him before? Somebody is standing very close to Jesus, is not feeling the fire. Another man is standing there and the person says, don't come near me, the fire is too much. That is to say that if you have the light of God, the light of God, and you are with God, the light does not fight light. So that guy was already possessed by the spirit of darkness. And he was not the one speaking. It was the spirit in him that was speaking. So that brings us to the point that people that feel bad when they see the chosen ones, they are not the ones that are actually acting this thing out. It's the spirit that is possessing them that is actually disliking or on the chosen one. I just used a kind of another word there I was supposed to use. So they are H on that chosen one, because they are not the one that is acting out until the spirit is cast out of them. Until the spirit leaves them, they will not see that chosen one. They won't find it funny, the presence of that chosen one. Never. So he kept saying, Son of God, what are you doing here? Get away from here. Then Jesus Christ said, who are you? Because when you get the name of a person, you can use the name. So that's why, what kind of name do you have, and how do you protect your name? How do you protect your name? Do you say your name back to God every day? Say, God, this name, if no evil can use my name for any evil except you permit it. Do you dedicate your name daily to God? You think you just names are just like that? So when he said, what is your name? And he said, my name, he said his name is Legion. It wasn't, the man's name is not Legion, but the spirit in him, the spirits in him are called Legion. Then he said, oh, your legion. Okay. He said, why you call legion? Because legion means many, right? He said, because we are many inside this man. I think there was a research that said that even the finger of a man can contain millions of demons, just a little finger. That's why we are seen as a house. That's why we are called temple. So your human body is a temple. And who should be in that temple? Who should occupy the temple? The Holy Spirit only. But now the temple was occupied by legions. And the fire from Jesus Christ, a chosen one, was hitting them up. And they said, don't come near us. And Jesus Christ said, not today. You made a mistake, you made the wrong guy. This man that you're occupying is going to be free today. I can't be. The fact that you've seen me here, that man is free. He said, okay, let's do it like this. We know you have all the power, but it's too early for you to send us to the bottomless pit, to the fire. Just send us to the heads. Because when they go out and they don't have anywhere to occupy, they are going to be in serious danger, and they'll be blotted out from existence. It's just like a man that is walking a man that is walking during the snow on a snowy day without blankets, without anything. That guy will definitely lose his life in a short time, right? So he said, send us to the heads. Send us to the heads. Let's go to the heads. Let's go to the pig, to the piggery farm there. There are a lot of pigs there. Put us in their body. Because now you've said out we need to leave this man, we definitely have to leave this man. He said, okay, go to the pigs. That was how they would let that man go to the pig. This same guy became free. Became free. The same person that was misbehaving, cutting himself, biting himself, cutting himself with sharp objects, around the grave area. This guy was around the grave area. Imagine the kind of demon that was possessing that guy. Those demons that appear as the spirit of the dead person, as the dead person. Whereas the dead person does not have anything to do with anything. They just put on the appearance of that person and they appear to you. It was that same spirit that were tormenting that guy around that area. So what happened? The man became free. And he fell down. He fell down at the knees of Jesus. He said, thank you, sir. Please let me follow you. Now, this is the shocking part of the story. The villagers came and saw what happened. People that were meant to be the brothers and sisters of this man. People that were meant to be the friends of this man, neighbors of this man. The same countrymen, the same village men of this man. They came, they saw how this man was freed by Jesus. For them to be appreciative and to rejoice for the man's freedom and deliverance, instead of that, they told Jesus Christ to get out. So when you see some strange things happening today in this world, don't be surprised. This is not the first time. They told Jesus Christ to get out, that he should not come to the village, that he should not even pass, because it was just like the entrance of the village. They said, bro, don't pass this part, don't pass here. If you pass here, whatever happens to you, we don't need you here. Because the darkness in this village, we make money from it. The darkness in this village, we take advantage of it. We oppress here. You coming in here, you are going to bring something, and that's going to be the part 3 of this teaching. Still on this, I'll still use the same material, the same cloth, so that you get to understand the part 3. They said you can't come to this village. So now, what is that thing that is making them to dislike. The first one is what? They bring light, right? Now let's see the second reason, and the third reason, and the fourth reason in the next teaching. Thank you.